So I've waited 4 long days, dying to listen to the new Bad Omens track, Dying to Love. Let's hop on in and take a listen to what they've got to offer us today. We're not wasting any time. I've already wasted so many days. If you guys have already heard it and you're just here to see what a fellow metalhead and guitarist thinks, I appreciate you. If this is your first time listening through it as well, then I appreciate you being here with me as well. Let's hop on into this. I guess you could call it a basic ass reaction, but who cares? We're going to be taking a listen to some sick music. Their recent 2 tracks off of the upcoming album, Specter and Impose. Very different tracks. Specter, a lot more eerie, a lot more guitar work, and a lot more atmospheric, I guess you could say. Whereas Impose is basically drum and bass at this point. It is a very laid back, very chilled track, and one that I think many people maybe weren't expecting, especially with their second previous album, Death of Peace of Mind. We know that there are some tracks that are very different on there. So we really have no idea what to expect. And even with this, I don't know what I'm expecting either, but I know it's going to be awesome. Noah and Jolly and the crew are cooking up something incredible with this new album. So let's hop on in and take a listen to Dying to Love. So like I mentioned, I've waited 4 days. It's at 1.5 million views already. So the odds of you having seen this are really high, but I appreciate you being here. If you want more awesome metal reactions, metal news, music production, live streams, everything in between, make sure to drop a subscribe and let's hop on in. Okay, we're starting off with the guitar. That's a good sign. Music videos are so fantastic. This looks so atmospheric. Yes, boys. I love that background melody. Very reverb, hairy vocals there. Okay. What are we getting? Euphoric chorus, oh man. Goosebumps, always. Interesting guitar technique there. Weird sound effects. Very singable, straightforward chorus, lyrics-wise, progression-wise as well. Very straightforward song, but they just know how to do it really well. Okay. We're getting a little mini breakdown here. Love that clean little reprise back to the clean sound. Into the heavy for that hit. There's that interesting sound again. And we're off. We got 20 seconds of music video similar to Specter. There it is. Yep, the door in the middle of the air floating. Man, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I was expecting anything less. I was not expecting anything less. Very straightforward, very easy to, I don't want to say predict, I don't want to say predictable, but in a sense it is kind of predictable rock. I know that there's been a bit of a movement calling this like octane rock, octane core, considering it's, you know, quite radio friendly. It just features heavy guitars and a little bit of screaming. Many people don't like calling it heavy metal or metal, and you know, I don't really appreciate the whole genre bending discussions. It doesn't really do anything for the space except create division, which is not something that we want. We're all brought together by this sonic universe of anger, emotion, raw feeling that brings us all together, that we just enjoy, whether it's Sleep Token, whether it's Orbit Culture, whether it's Slayer or Metallica or anyone in between, you know, Cannibal Corpse fans, or I don't really know what you're doing here, but you know, everything, it comes together and it's very straightforward. The song is not anything out of the ordinary for Bad Omens. You could probably put this alongside many of their other tracks and it would fit perfectly in. It doesn't sound like something you know, that is breaking the mold. And even considering what Noah has said in a BBC Radio 1 interview about the song, that it was a one-shot writing session for the track with vocals and guitars. So Noah and Jolly, their guitarist, basically coming up with the entirety of the track, and they staying up until like 5 a.m. to write it and finish it up, and then ironing out the kinks over the next few days with production and everything. And that's what we have. So it is very much a straightforward from ideation to production track, and it's not in what I would say the realm of, if we look at Death of Peace of Mind, something like Artificial Suicide, which stands out so much more intensely above the rest of the track, rest of the album, sorry. That track stands like a cut above the rest in terms of how variant it is from the rest of the album. We have banger tracks like The Grey, Death of Peace of Mind, you know, just really Concrete Jungle, really heavy, great tracks, but then they bring in something really different, like the Artificial Suicide sound that they have, you know, created with it. And that is why it stands as one of my favorite tracks off of the entire album, because it comes with something so vastly different out of left field. And you know, I think that this is a beautiful, beautiful track. Like I said, during the track I got goosebumps for sure, and it is a very listenable song, but it's not breaking the mold in any way. So it's not something that is absolutely amazing, incredible. I think Specter was that breath of fresh air that I was waiting for. Impose, fantastic driving track. I found that I really enjoyed driving to it. And now Dying to Love, just a very easy listen. You know, you can throw it into your Bad Omens or your Octane Core or your playlist with all of the other guys, you know, Sleep Token, Bring Me, and it'll fit right in. It'll sound great, and it's a crowd pleaser for sure. But in terms of memorability, yeah, it's a straightforward track, and I wouldn't say that I'll put it even in my top 5 Bad Omens songs. It's just a really good listen, and it's really showing that these guys are almost suffering from like that Midas touch aspect. Everything that they touch is turning to gold, because Noah is really, really unbelievably talented. At this point, I think it's very clear to see that they have their lane, they have their sound, they're sticking to it wholeheartedly, they're going in really hard, and this album is going to be absolutely amazing. If it releases this year, album of the year contender for sure. If not, next year it could take album of the year in the second quarter. I'm confident that they will release something that is absolutely astounding, and it just gives us a little bit more to be excited about. So yeah, I'm not too disappointed that I waited so long for it. It is really beautiful, really nice to listen to, and I'll probably hop back onto it and listen to it again and again. But yeah, if you guys are looking for something maybe a little bit more heavier, be sure to go and watch my recent review that I just did called Burn to Death by a band out of Spain. Very small band that maybe you'll enjoy. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. Much love. Peace.